In this video, I want to talk about what we know of the story of Monsanto Wild so far, and also to present a couple of theories that I have to fill in the black spots of the things we don't know. We are an expedition sent by the guild to investigate the Forbidden Lands. We are assigned as a lead hunter for this mission. The ace commander told us that they found a boy named Nata. He had a mysterious necklace that was shown in the trailer way too long not to be of importance. The Monsanto Wilds demo also said that he was from the tribe of Guardians. If you want to know more, I made a video talking about the demo. The question is, what are they guarding? Could this be a sealed monster like Shagaru Magala in Monsanto 4? Also, it was said that he was chased away by a monster before we found him. The ace commander said it was likely a monster named the White Ghost, which was only known from legends, and the guild does not know much about it. I'm certain that this is an elder dragon that is a central part of the Monsanto Wild story. Either way, the game starts off with the expedition team traveling on a sand ship through the Windward Plains. There, we rescue residents of the Windsong Village Kunafa. The expedition team builds a base of operations in these plains. The official website also states that bases are built in each locale, so we will have a hub in each region. It seems that these bases are not proper villages like Astera, for example. It's just a couple of tents. It is likely that after building the base, the hunters find or are shown Kunafa. That might mean that we might have a base and a village in each locale. Enough of that. More importantly, who is this white ghost? After all, it seems pretty important for the story, and it might even be the new flagship or one of the important new elder dragons. Gaijin hunters speculated that the monster in the logo might be Delamandua, as it causes thunder strikes that are shown in the trailers, and because there is an old map that shows a snake monster causing thunderstorms above a location that might be the Forbidden Lands. I have a link to his video in the description. I think the monster in the logo might be the White Ghost and be an entirely new elder dragon we haven't seen yet. And I think Radar might be tied to the thunderstorms like Malzeno in the way that we at first think he's the cause, but realize it's the doing of another monster, an elder dragon. And that might be Dalamandur. On the other hand, I do expect the White Ghost to be a new monster, as it is relevant to the story. And I do think that the monster that is shown in the logo is the White Ghost. Maybe it even is the thing that the Guardians were guarding and it was locked up but escaped somehow. Maybe the Forbidden Lands are called Forbidden, so that no one opens the seal? At least there has to be some danger lurking there for those lands to be off limits. The question is, where's the village of the Guardians? Because Nata does not look like he is from Kunafa village, and it feels like finding his people is a central part of the story, so he wouldn't be in the first town we meet. And he is shown in the third trailer traveling with us to the Scarlet Forest. His necklace also looks like a droplet, so maybe it could be in the Scarlet Forest, as it is essentially flooded with red water. His bracelets also look like they were made from shells or bones. Though, if it is connected to the water of the Scarlet Forest, why isn't the necklace red then? Maybe it is white because it is connected to the White Ghost that was mentioned. Maybe it is a key to seal or unseal this monster. This droplet also reminds me of the animation of the Monster Hunter logo that ripples as if drops were falling onto it. Which is another reason why Nata and the White Ghost might be connected, and why this White Ghost might be the one monster depicted in the logo. The Windward Plains and the Scarlet Forest are the two locales that we know of. Maybe the game will feature even more regions, and in one of them the tribe of Guardians reside. And why is the water of the Scarlet Forest red? It does not seem like Lala Barina is the cause of it. I think why she's red is kind of a similar reason as why flamingos are pink. They're just white and is similar to the color of the things they consume. The real reason why the water is red could be the cause of some bacteria, plankton, or mineral that turn the water red. Or it could be a dead elder dragon whose body disintegrated and whose blood and other bodily fluids turned it red over time. That would be really, really cool. Another thing to take note is that it seems like there are big old ruins built there, which seems to imply we were not the first people to set foot on this land. Maybe they might explain the cause of the red water. Another question is also, why are the Windward Plains and the Windsong Village so focused on wind? I mean, of course it has something to do with the changing weather and the thunderstorms that appear, and that the residents of Kunafa warn you of. But is there maybe something more? I don't know why, but looking at this giant weirdly shaped rock formation, I can't help but to think that it might create some sort of special sound when wind blows through it. Though we haven't seen any hints confirming this anywhere. Would be cool though, if this would cause an ecological impact, like attract a special monster or something. As far as where exactly this game plays, in the old or in the new world, is still unclear. It could play in the old world, considering that we saw Ace Commander and Little Miss Forge as Gemma make a comeback from Monster Hunter 4, although they could just have been sent to the new world by the guild or be entirely different people. What makes me so sure to think that Gemma might be Little Miss Forge is that we've seen the guild marm create a couple of plushies that look suspiciously like the Kutku plushie that Gemma has. So the guild marm might gifted it to her before the expedition. Another notable thing is that we are seen on a sand ship, which we have seen in the old world but not in the new world. Though you could argue that they just brought it with them and that the scout flies and the slinger are invention of the new world. But after the Fatalis fight in Monster Hunter World, we traveled back to the old world and saw the hunters of the old world being fascinated with the slinger and clutch claw, so maybe the hunters of the guild now use them too. Personally, I really want this game to play in the old world. I mean, from what we've seen, it has elements from the old and the new world, but the Forbidden Lands seem like they have a history which is different from the new world, as this was just unexplored land. And of course you could say, yeah, but we had the first Vivarians and the new world still can have some ancient civilizations and stuff, but we haven't seen that yet, and we know they exist in the old world. So yeah, maybe it's not too far off. Also, if it plays in the old world, we might see a lot of old monsters make a comeback, which I would really appreciate. If you have any ideas or something to note that I missed, I would be glad to hear it in the comments. Other than that, those were just my thoughts about what the story could be.